Caitlin Clark has officially won the ESPY for Best WNBA Player.
Caitlin Clark has just won the ESPY for Best WNBA Player.
The ESPY award for Best WNBA Player was just given to Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark was named the top WNBA Player of 2025 just moments ago.
Caitlin Clark officially won the ESPY versus the other nominees,
defeating luminaries like A'ja Wilson, inspiring awe and emotion in even the most formidable opponents.
You know, over 60-some records. What was the slogan? Is there a record for records? That is Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin has officially taken over the league with her record-breaking plays and ability to motivate a whole new generation. This is how she accomplished it.
You guys know now who won.
Okay.
Drum roll.
Okay.
And the winner is Caitlin Clark, ladies and gentlemen.
When Caitlin Clark won the ESPY award for Best WNBA Player of 2025, she created history.
She beat out A'ja Wilson, Breanna Stewart, and Napheesa Collier,
surpassing legendary figures like Napheesa Collier, A'ja Wilson, and Breanna Stewart.
Look at Andrea Carter. Andrea Carter looking like her skin about to fall off.
Isn't everybody like very, very upset about the term villain in the WNBA?
When her name was called, the room was shocked by the announcement. Evidence of her unparalleled performance and impact on the game.
Broke pretty much any record you could have as a rookie. She shattered it. You know, over 60-some records. What was the slogan?
Caitlin broke almost 60 records in just her rookie and sophomore seasons, making the first team All-WNBA and turning into an All-Star. She redefined expectations rather than merely meeting them.
You're seeing some of the passes that Caitlin Clark is throwing. She's almost QB1. Like, her ability to throw inch-perfect transition chest passes is like, I was going to say it's like nothing we've ever seen before, but like we've seen players that do.
Demonstrating her place in the discussion alongside the league's top players. Even those who initially questioned her were compelled to recognize her genius.
She won the Time Magazine Athlete of the Year. She broke record after record after record.
She brings eyes to the game so that the next generation can come out and thrive.
She attracted enormous crowds and elevated the game to new heights by bringing the league unparalleled exposure and excitement. She was impossible to ignore because of her ability to control the floor while motivating her teammates and enthralling spectators.
Caitlin Clark, she came in and has been spectacular, especially that rookie season. She came in and was first team All WNBA, first team.
When Caitlin Clark's name was revealed as the winner, it was evident that she had not only shown up but also taken the lead, securing her position at the top ahead of even the most formidable rivals, such as A'ja Wilson.
Look at Andrea Carter. Andrea Carter looking like her skin about to fall off. She's so mad that Caitlin won. Andrea Carter is ready to like jump out of her skin right now. She hates the fact that Caitlin just won this award.
Up there with the best plays of Caitlin Clark's career. The best play of Caitlin Clark's career.
Caitlin Clark was more than just an award winner. She earned them with memorable on-court performances. She made what many are calling the greatest play of her career in one of her most memorable moments this season.
In the game, Caitlin Clark did this. Caitlin Clark swatted JJ Quinterly. She then screamed in JJ Quinterly's face, got the ball, threw an inch-perfect pass to Sophie Cunningham, who sprinted, scored late. And by the way, Sophie Cunningham, when Caitlin got the block, was right beside Caitlin. And you know, she ran the length of the floor. She ran hard, she ran the length of the floor. That is an easy dunk right there, or a layup right there.
She stopped JJ Quinley's shot during a pivotal game, shouted in her face with uncontrollable rage, ran down the court, and made a flawless pass to Sophie Cunningham for an easy goal.
Is there a record for records? That is Caitlin Clark.
Everything about Caitlin was encapsulated in that scene. Fierce, bold, and intelligent. Her skill to manage the game extends much beyond her ability to score.
The best play of Caitlin Clark's career was when Leah Boston missed a layup.
Her ability to provide precise assists that elevate her teammates to stardom has been described as the best in the history of the women's game.
You're seeing some of the passes that Caitlin Clark is throwing. She's QB1. She's QB1. Every time she plays, you just have fans of like American football teams being like, can we sign Caitlin Clark to play quarterback?
Because of the way she directs her team's offense and reads defenses like no one else, Analysts have even compared her to a quarterback, referring to her as the WNBA's QB1.
Caitlin Clark on the court, expectations of the logo bombs. I've been saying this a lot. I think that Caitlin Clark puts a lot of expectations on herself for the expectations of what she thinks people want to see.
Every time she's on the court, she elevates the game by finding teammates in transition, dismantling defenses, and making plays that astound both opponents and spectators.
I think when the Fever are firing on all cylinders, good things are going to happen. Good things are going to happen when this Indiana Fever team is firing on all cylinders. When they're firing on all cylinders, everybody eats. Caitlin gets to make her passes.
The Indiana Fever are a threat whenever Caitlin is on the floor thanks to her vision and leadership. Everyone eats while she's in charge, as one pundit put it.
Caitlin Clark was absolutely dominant. She took the world by storm in Iowa and continued it. The first player to really translate the following from college to the league, man.
Beyond her talent and accomplishments, Caitlin Clark's tenacity and the significant influence she has had on the WNBA and women's sports in general are what really make her stand out.
The thing is that your groin, even if you aren't playing hard, it's something that is constantly moving when you're walking. It's just something that you use so much. So resting it is a little harder than resting other areas of the body.
She had a difficult season. She struggled with a number of injuries, including groin problems and quad strains.
But I think that injury is really tough because it lingers. No matter how much medicine you take,
Lingers.
You can feel fine. You get back out there, one move, one change of direction, and boom, you're right back feeling that same type of pain. So it's going to be a tough injury that she's going to have to manage.
Legends like Lisa Leslie have acknowledged the toughness and persistent nature of injuries. Nevertheless, Caitlin continued to lead her team, show up, and perform when it mattered most despite playing hurt and even missing a few games.
Indiana Fever, they are not that without Caitlin Clark. It's as simple as that. We all can see it.
In the middle of the Liberty absolutely blowing out the Indiana Fever without Caitlin Clark.
It was evident how much the Indiana Fever relied on her even as they suffered without her. Both her teammates and supporters were motivated by her tenacity.
Injuries have been crazy. Started out with one quad, moved over to the other quad, started out with the left groin, moved over to the right groin. I don't know who's doing the strength and conditioning in Indy.
Her injuries were brought up by critics. Some doubted her capacity to deal with the league's toughness. But in response, Caitlin proved everyone wrong by maintaining her dominance.
I see just exponential growth of the game, right? She brings eyes to the game so that the next generation can come out and thrive.
She has changed the league's popularity off the court. Just her presence has increased awareness of women's basketball to an unprecedented level.
Caitlin Clark is changing and bettering the game for the next generation, and people are going to be able to benefit off the back of Caitlin Clark.
Young athletes everywhere now look forward to her as evidence that they too can succeed, and attendance and viewership have increased dramatically.
Now she has to return from injury again and put the Superwoman cape on, because the Indiana Fever, they are not that without Caitlin Clark. It's as simple as that. We all can see it. Look at Andrea Carter. Andrea Carter looking like her skin about to fall off. She's so mad that Caitlin won. Andrea Carter is ready to jump out of her skin right now. She hates the fact that Caitlin just won this award.
Even Caitlin's biggest competitors, like A.A. Wilson, couldn't help but cry when she was crowned the best WNBA player of 2025 because of her capacity to perform well under duress, overcome hardship, and elevate not only her team, but the entire league.
Caitlin Clark is changing and bettering the game for the next generation, and people are going to be able to benefit off the back of Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark isn't merely having fun today. She is creating a legacy that will be upheld by future generations.
Caitlin Clark has changed the game. She changed it in college and in the WNBA.
The country has fallen in love with what we have created. And America, here's the girl next door, all grown up, Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark has captivated the nation, breaking scoring records in college and bringing women's basketball to a whole new audience.
She is phenomenal.
There is more to Caitlin Clark's ascent to fame than just skill. It's a tale of vision, heart, and perseverance.
Caitlin Clark has officially won the ESPY for Best WNBA Player.
Caitlin Clark has just won the ESPY for Best WNBA Player.
The WNBA Player of the Year goes to Caitlin Clark, congrats to CC for winning.
She broke records, guided her team through hardship, and is currently recognized as the top WNBA player of 2025. She has demonstrated to the world what greatness looks like.
And you know, some people, you know, the people out there that like they wear their emotions on their sleeve. Like they cannot hide how they feel about something, bro. Andrea Carter is not with all this Caitlin Clark stuff, bro. She been hating since last year when Shannon and Stephen A had to cook her on First Take about the Olympics.
One thing is evident as fans cheer louder than ever and competitors watch in amazement, some even crying. Not only is Caitlin Clark the top player at the moment.
I really, really hope we see more and more of that as time goes on. And we see less of Caitlin off ball trying to force the ball to where I'm cool with Caitlin being on the bench. I'm not cool with Caitlin Clark playing shooting guard.
I just think that the energy is down. I think that everything that happened recently does, you know, it's a mental game. There's a lot of mental aspects that go into playing the game. And I think that with the rest of the Fever knowing, and Caitlin Clark herself too, you know, she is pretty much the leader of that team.
Her quest is only getting started as she redefines the game's future. Keep an eye out, since this year has shown that Caitlin Clark is here to rule and motivate future generations too.